Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What if I told you that the NFC West is on the brink of a shakeup, and the San Francisco 49ers are right at the center of it? Yeah, it's a story that could reshape the division in ways we haven't seen in years. And it all revolves around a potential blockbuster trade that's been buzzing around NFL circles. Calvin Ridley, currently with the Tennessee Titans, could soon be donning the red and gold of the 49ers. I know, it sounds almost too good to be true, but the signs are there, and the NFL landscape is suddenly buzzing with this possibility. You see, the Titans are having a nightmare of a season. It's not just a bad start, it's a disaster. After 4 weeks, they are sitting at 0-4, and frankly, the mood around Nashville is grim. The team struggled in every facet, and the latest game was a clear sign of how deep the issues run. They suffered a shutout loss to the Houston Texans, a game that exposed every flaw in their roster. Rookie quarterback Cam Ward, who's just trying to find his footing in this league, was brutally honest afterward, saying, "If we keep it a buck right now, we ass. We've dropped a quarter of our in games." That's a stark reality check from a young QB trying to lead a team that's clearly in turmoil. The Titans are in a full-blown rebuild mode, and one of the biggest moves on the horizon is the potential trade of veteran wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Now, Ridley's stats this season haven't set the world on fire, just 10 catches for 141 yards in 4 games, but his struggles are emblematic of the team's overall offensive chaos. And it's not just about the numbers. Ridley has seen his route participation decline sharply. Through 3/4 of their recent game, he was only running 58% of routes. That's a clear sign that the Titans aren't utilizing him as much, and frankly, it's a move that makes a lot of sense for both sides. So, why would the 49ers be interested? Well, it's simple. The Niners, despite their impressive record, are dealing with a lot of injury issues at the receiver position. George Kittle is on injured reserve, Brandon Ayuk isn't close to returning, Ricky Pearsall is battling a PCL injury, and John Jennings has been battling injuries all season long. It's a patchwork of health problems that could seriously hinder their chances of reaching the Super Bowl again this year. Adding a player like Ridley, even if he's had a slow start, could be the spark they need. He's still young, talented, and with a change of scenery, he might just find a way to recapture his form. Think about it, Ridley could slot right into the 49ers' offense, which is already one of the most creative and dynamic in the league. He has the speed to stretch defenses, the route-running ability to create separation, and the experience to be a reliable secondary target for Brock Purdy. And let's be honest, when you're trying to make a deep playoff run or even a Super Bowl push, having a versatile receiver like Ridley as insurance and as an extra option is invaluable. It's the kind of move that can turn a good team into a great one, especially when injuries threaten to derail everything. Now, it's important to note that Ridley's struggles this year are partly a product of the Titans' offensive chaos. Their play calling has been inconsistent at best, and the offensive line has been a sieve, making it tough for Cam Ward to operate effectively. A fresh start in San Francisco, with a team that emphasizes a balanced attack and creative play design, could be exactly what Ridley needs to regain his confidence and rediscover his explosiveness. Remember, this is a guy who's shown he can be a top-tier receiver in this league. His talent isn't in question. What's in question is whether he can find the right environment to thrive again. And let's not forget, the 49ers have big plans this season. Despite that loss to Jacksonville, they remain one of the most talented teams in the NFL. Their offense, when healthy, is a nightmare for defenses. George Kittle's presence in the middle, Brandon Ayuk's ability to stretch the field, and the overall scheme that Kyle Shanahan crafts make them a perennial Super Bowl contender. But injuries are a real concern, and that's where Ridley could come in. He could serve as a crucial secondary weapon, providing depth and explosiveness to an already potent offense. Adding Ridley isn't just about filling a gap, it's about upgrading their offense for the long haul. It's about making sure that even if Ayuk remains out longer than expected or John Jennings continues to deal with bumps and bruises, the 49ers still have a reliable option outside. And with Brock Purdy's development, having a receiver with Ridley's skill set could be the difference in tight games, especially in the postseason where every play counts. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Will the Titans really trade Ridley? Well, considering their current position, and the fact that they're probably looking to rebuild and acquire draft capital, it's a realistic scenario. The Titans could be looking to move on from Ridley, especially if they see that he's not fitting into their long-term plans. And the 49ers, with their strong organizational structure and the need for receiver depth, could be the perfect landing spot for him. It's a trade that makes sense on all levels: player, team, and franchise. But what would this mean for the NFC West? Well, if Ridley joins the 49ers, it could be a game changer. The division is already competitive, with teams like the Seahawks and Rams looking to make their mark. Adding a player of Ridley's caliber would give the 49ers an even greater edge, especially if he hits his stride. It could push them further ahead in the standings and make them even more formidable come playoff time. And it's not just about the regular season. It's about sending a clear message that the 49ers are all in on defending their NFC crown and chasing that elusive Super Bowl. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade happens and how quickly Ridley can adapt to his new environment. The NFL is unpredictable, and injuries or unforeseen circumstances can always change the landscape. But the potential is there, and for fans of the 49ers, it's an exciting proposition. Imagine a receiving core that already includes Brandon Ayuk, John Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall, now adding Ridley to the mix. This could be a nightmare for defenses. With Purdy at quarterback, this offense could reach new heights, especially if Ridley rediscovers his pre-injury form. And let's not forget, this isn't just a move for this season. It's about building a team that can sustain success for years to come. Ridley, just in his mid-20s, still has plenty of time to develop into a top-tier receiver again. The 49ers coaching staff, led by Kyle Shanahan, has a proven track record of maximizing their players' potential. If they manage to acquire Ridley and integrate him seamlessly, it could be one of the most impactful trades of the season. So fans, keep your eyes peeled. This story is still developing, but it's clear that the NFL and the NFC West are on the brink of something big. Whether or not the trade happens, it's a reminder of how dynamic and unpredictable this league is. 49ers are always in the mix, always looking for ways to improve, and right now, the possibility of adding Calvin Ridley to their arsenal is front and center. It's a move that could propel them even closer to their Super Bowl dreams or shake up the division in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few weeks ago. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Ridley can find his form again in Shanahan's offense? Would you like to see him wear the red and gold? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers as a whole. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest news, analysis, and insider info, because when it comes to the Niners, we're always on top of it. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Niners.